SimpleSimpleStamping.com. Welcome to my 2-Minute Tuesday tip video. I'm going to be sharing with you today how to take your word stamps and get them to line up perfectly when you're about to stamp on a card. This is something we all struggle with, and I'm going to share with you the easiest tip in the world. Let me tell you, it is Stampin' Up! Grid paper. I love this paper. It's very big. It's 11 inches by 17 inches, so a really great big space to work. And of course, I use this all the time while I stamp so that I have, some nice clean paper underneath me. I'll be honest, when this side gets dirty, I flip it over and use the other side. But let's talk about what I want to talk about, and that is lining up these stamps. You know, sometimes we just stick them on our block and we go to stamp, and if our block's not straight, it makes it go a little ski-wampus. So what we're going to do, we're going to use our grid paper to help us out here. I lay it right here on the grid paper, and I just find kind of a straight line, of course, on the paper and on my stamp. I get that lined up. I'm then going to bring my block, and again, I use the lines of my grid paper to make sure I can see. In fact, I'm on this side, so I can see a very straight line. So my block is straight, my stamp is straight. I can give that a good press. Now, I always test it on my grid paper before I go to my cardstock. So I'm just going to ink up my stamp, and just as I did before, just going to line my block up with a straight line. I can give that a stamp. Oh, check it out. Look at that. I nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. Now, if I didn't, which really with this technique, most of the time you really do get it on the first try, but I could adjust. Now let's go and stamp that on the inside of a card, because that's where we sometimes get a little, this is where we really have to make it right. And I'm going to use my score line as the line I'm going to line it up with. What I want to do is line up my block with that score line. Again, it's a nice straight edge. And look at that. I have a perfectly lined up straight stamp. I'm lined up here. And because I put it here on my block and centered it on my block, everything turned out right. What do you think? That is a tip that is going to save you. Now listen, guys, this grid paper is absolutely the best. You get 100 sheets. It's going to last you a long, long time. And let me tell you, mine comes out quite colorful by, the end of a week of stamping, but it really is fantastic paper. It's going to be able to help you get your stamps lined up perfectly. It's going to give you a place that you can measure ribbon. I'm telling you, I use this grid all the time. I think you're really going to like it. If you haven't invested in that, trust me, you want to add this paper to your next order. Well, guys, thanks so much for being a part of my 2-Minute Tuesday tip. I hope that you find that one helpful. And remember, you can find that grid paper at SimplySimpleStamping.com. Be sure to check it out. We'll see you next Tuesday. Have a great day. Bye-bye.